The act of reciting the Great Compassion Mantra has certain benefits that those who practice it will know for themselves. And just recently there was an elderly lady who stood next to us during the Ulambana festival, and we told her she had a stroke twice before she went home. On Sunday afternoon she came to visit us. She then said that when she had a stroke like that, she was completely unaware, yet her child played the Great Compassion Mantra for her to listen to. And the Great Compassion Mantra alleviated her condition. Her children played the Great Compassion Mantra for her to hear without her knowing. The power of the Great Compassion Mantra still worked to alleviate her condition. Her children were devoted, they recited the mantra intently, directing energy to her. Thus, her brain recovered. If we daily have awareness and understanding, and we recite the mantra, then the mantra enters into us because of past karma, bad karma, or any illnesses. It gradually alleviates them, they gradually fade. And when we hear the Great Compassion Mantra, it is within our blood, in our bones. Our entire body and mind receive the Great Compassion Mantra. Then our body and mind are uplifted and refreshed. If there is a conscious desire to chant, then it's wonderful. This lady was in a coma and didn't know anything, and I was just supporting her, yet she returned to normal. How could anyone know how it works, right? Be very assured and confident that if you chant the Great Compassion Mantra, you won't be harmed by the 15 types of killing. We read it back in August, didn't we? Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara freely addressed the Buddha saying, O world-honored one, if the heavenly beings and humans recite and uphold the Great Compassion Mantra, they will attain 15 types of virtuous births. Virtuous births mean being born in auspicious places. If people in the human realm or celestial beings in the heavenly realm can memorize and diligently uphold, recite this Dharani Sutra, they will gain 15 benefits. These are virtuous and auspicious, and they will not suffer from 15 types of untimely deaths, which means dying suddenly without preparation. This is referred to as an unexpected death or a sudden demise. Stroke death, death by car accident, death by snake bite. Death by a bullet passing through, death by being poisoned by someone. He drank poison, but the teacher was told in Da Nang that only the Great Compassion Mantra practitioner could drink it all out. Great Compassion Mantra prevents 15 sudden deaths. First, they do not die from suffering due to poverty. Some people die from suffering due to poverty reading grass. Second, they do not die from imprisonment or beatings. Third, they do not die from enemies or adversaries. Their children can harm them to death very quickly. They destroy your possessions, causing suffering and leading to death due to these daughters' adversaries. They survive the ravages of war, attacks by vicious beasts, snake bites, or scorpion stings, drowning, or being burned by fire, consuming poison, effects of black magic, madness, or loss of reason. This woman went mad. Guyat's mother went mad. Thanks to the Great Compassion Mantra, she regained sanity. This woman regained her sanity and became healthy. One does not die from madness. Reciting the Great Compassion Mantra can be overwhelming. You can sit down here, and if someone drives by, they might honk, saying, Amitabha Buddha, and keep repeating it. If you can't focus anymore, it means your practice is weak. Then you start to panic and come here to recite the Great Compassion Mantra, and immediately you feel at peace, without going mad or losing your mind. Try it, see how it works. You must be sincere, only then will it be respectful and effective. 10 is not dying from madness or losing one's mind. 11 is not dying from landslides, falling trees, or collapsing rocks. 12 is not dying from evil people or curses. 13 is not dying from evil spirits or demons taking advantage to harm you. 14 is not dying from severe illnesses. 15 is not dying from suicide. In this case of suicide, it's very serious. If a thought of sadness arises about something, it connects to this and it links to other realms. There was a young girl in Dalat who was only in 12th grade and fell in love with a young man. She asked her mother to give 50 million VND so that the young man could open a place to do electronics work. Her mother said, my dear, nothing has happened yet, you're not even married, and you're still in school, so why are you asking me to give 50 million VND? I don't believe it. Mom, do you trust me? I trust you. I trust you, and you trust him. Why don't you trust me? Young people are good at reasoning. She didn't give it, and he went in the militia. Some people have already died there. In the end, he hanged himself. That's how it is everywhere. the teacher from Saigon taught how to untie the knots of fame. When asked about the idea of suicide, he suggested practicing compassion for just 5 hours a day. Only 5 hours. Here is secret. In life, you face obstacles, things that cause you distress, leading to thoughts of suicide. Just a phone call in a moment of despair won't necessarily lead to such an outcome, but practice great compassion. Using great compassion with little effort can yield high results. Those are the two places because they save us from dire situations now. Sadness can lead to death, but with great compassion, people naturally become excited. We do not possess any supernatural powers. We observe those who practice great compassion and we can tell. We know when someone is just rambling on. Then when they talk, it doesn't have any flavor of liberation. It's very strange. If you recite the Buddha's name, you can reach a good realm. But do not abandon compassion. You don't need to know much, but when you enter the room, you must be prepared.